Okay, sailing again. We did practice mooring last night, Bohemia mooring. We're setting 2 anchors at 180 degrees apart to limit the amount of swing room we'd have. Just did it for practice, and this morning we did some maneuvering, practicing in close quarters, and did some of that catamaran stuff. We also did our catamaran training, our tests for the catamaran class. So we've got 3 tests out of the way, 250 questions total, and students are doing fantastic. I want to show you the mainsail. We just went down the other side of the boat, so there we go. Pop back out. Going downwind today, nice and easy. Just head sail alone. She's coming really nice and full there. We were doing 7 knots for a while, and we're beaming the wind. Now we're doing a little bit less that we were going downwind, but not bad. We only have a short day today anyhow. We're not in no hurry. We've got the crew down here doing important stuff. Fishing.
Yep.
Getting ready to get some big fish on. Lost a couple lures already. Fish were so big they pull our lures right off. Last lure had some good teeth marks in it. That barracuda put some big teeth marks into it. Yesterday was a day of snorkeling. Hello, Donald. We went out snorkeling yesterday when we got into the anchorage. We're here in the Spanish Virgins, which is a couple islands that are east of Puerto Rico and west of St. Thomas. I'm doing a training class aboard a 50-foot catamaran. I'm the ASA instructor for, let's see, which ones are we doing? We're doing 103, 104, and 114, which is some advanced coastal cruising and catamaran class. Later on this month, we'll be getting Crown Royal, our 51-foot sloop, ready to do an offshore training. Got a couple students signed up for it. Got room for a few more. We try to run our offshore trainings with 6 students and 2 instructors. We just did a beautiful one from Charleston to Fort Myers, 800 miles offshore, and we did it in 5 days. Record time, 166 miles a day. One night we were surfing down waves at 12.5 knots. Did catch some fish, not many, but we did catch a few. My first billfish, nice swordfish we caught. On this trip down here, we caught a nice wahoo the other day. We had it for supper, wahoo tacos. And then yesterday we caught a huge barracuda. Probably went about 4.5 feet, and probably brought in about 25 pounds. So we did bring it aboard, but we did release it. Nice one. We're just sailing along here, the south side of the island, and we were up in the other island. And we're just tacking around the Virgins here. We're over to St. Thomas before we tacked over the other day, and now we're just playing around here on supposed to be the lee side of the islands, but we got some nice waves. They're bringing in 6 to 9 feet. Every so often we get a 9-footer, but most of them are around 6 foot. It's not bad going downwind. Beautiful day. Just a gorgeous day. Just sailing along. This is an 11-day trip for me. I'm here a few days early and a few days after. I believe it's a 7-day charter for our students. We don't have too far to go. Running all the latest and greatest technology here. So we're running autopilot. And we're going up, looks like we're going up about, it's at 6 miles up, not far. We're going to head in and get inside this little bay here. For the night, nice and protected, and they say the water glows at night with ultravescence, some type of animals or some type of phosphorus in the water. I'm not really sure what it is.
Dino flaggy lights.
Yeah, well, Donald, we've been running videos every day this time on this trip. We're going to try to do it from now on. We've got a sailing school up in Port Sanilac that we're going to open up this summer. Got a few power boats I bought for rental, and I've got two sailboats up there already. Our big boat, Catalina or Beneteau 51, she's down here in Florida. She moves around the Atlantic. in Bermuda, South America. We had her in the Great Lakes for a little while. We took her on up to Canada for a bit, up to Lake Superior. Actually, she made it to every one of the Great Lakes. It's one of my goals. She's been up to northern Canada and down to South America. And furthest east I've had it though was Bermuda. We're looking at possibly next year or maybe the year after doing an Atlantic Circle, going over to Europe with it and going down. I already got one of the legs booked fully from Bermuda to Azores, and we're going to try to get the rest booked, and then once we get it all booked, start getting some deposits on it, and we'll start running the class. I've got a few other big boats that I've got available to take out if I need to. I'm working on a Hallberg Rossi 39, and it's matter of fact, I'll be going up next week back up to Jacksonville. We're going to launch her, and we put about 100,000 into it right now. It's going to be a nice boat when we get done with it. It's been from Oregon down to Panama, all around the Central America, and now she's sitting here. We pulled her up from Fort Lauderdale in spring, had her in Fort St. Augustine for about 7 months, then took her up to Jacksonville and pulled her out of the water. Got the bottom all redone, prop all redone. Everything's new on it too. All new electronics, put air conditioning in. She's going to be a nice boat when we get done. It's the owner of that one is the same as the one that owns the little 28-foot boat. It's a 28, so what was it, Bristol Channel Cutter. We took it, sailed it with the owner from Texas to Maine. That was a good trip. 28-foot boat out in the ocean, from Texas to Maine. It was my longest voyage on a boat, and it's the smallest boat I've ever had in the ocean. Figure that, the longest voyage in the smallest boat. So we're enjoying this sail here. Did a lot on this boat. This boat here has been in our fleet now for, this will be 2 full summers. I've worked on it the whole time. I've brought it up to Charleston from Savannah when we first got it. And last year I worked on it extensively, putting all new electronics in, new autopilot, all new engine gauges, the full shot. And this year I worked on it again, put a brand new water maker in. Probably about a $20,000–$30,000 system by the time we got done with it. So we're able to make water underway and don't have to fill up. So we take salt water, and it's probably about a couple gallons a minute. It's a nice system. We were running it last night a bit and filled the tanks back up, so we don't have to worry about showers or anything. Got plenty of water. Our refrigeration system went out on it, so I had one FedEx in real quick, or DHL I should say, and redid the whole refrigeration on the refrigeration side. Freezer's been working fine. Fixed that this summer one time. It went out. But it's one of 12 boats in our fleet in Charleston. It's our biggest one in the fleet. We have anywhere from 25 up to the 50 foot. Had 3 catamarans and the rest monohulls. So they're all available for charter and training. What a beautiful day. Perfect weather. Just probably hitting 80 degrees down here, just outside of Puerto Rico, the Caribbean Sea. Looking out for pirates, of course. And we got a beautiful breeze blowing. She's blowing about a steady 19–20 knots. So no problem with heat at all. It's gorgeous out here. And a little drizzle this morning, not bad at all. Another little one last night. Seems to be getting just a little wet. Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, it is a good morning. This beautiful, beautiful shoreline. Beautiful shoreline. A little bit of a town up here. And I think where we're going tonight will be outside of everything, like it was last night. No real town. Then I think the anchorage we're doing the following night will be close to a town. They said that there is a place we can get provisions, but we got plenty of food. We kept our refrigeration up and filled the fridge and freezer with food. and then we've been catching fish, so we've been eating the fish we've been catching. So we'll have some extra food there. We did go through the steaks last night and had some extra steak, so we made some steak fajitas for one meal. Still got salmon. Not enough food for last us a couple more days. We've got I think we well, I don't even remember my days anymore. It's one of those things, you get out so long. I've been cruising a whole lot this year. I did make it to Michigan last week. Was up there 2 days, picked up the family, drove them down to Florida, and took off to Puerto Rico. So now that I'm fully retired and not cutting back on, I'm only working 7 days a week, and I don't think I've done anything over 16 hours since I've retired last month. So cutting way back. Everyone asks me what I'm going to do when I retire. If I sail for a living, you know, it's kind of hard to say. You know, what happens if you're a professional fisherman? You know, out fishing, sport fishing all the time, you retire. You stop fishing? Nah, just fish all the more. So I think I'm going to be sailing all the more. We're going to try to keep Crown Royal R51 going around the Atlantic, and hopefully still do a bunch of classes, spring, fall, and winter.
Yeah, I always hold on to the boat here slowly. That's me.
Got the fishing lines in.
I don't know this thing.
Here we go.
She thought she forgot to hook it on. Then we lost the whole rig.
Oh, you did? Was it hooked on?
Yeah.
Oh, it was hooked on. She thought she left. Okay, thought the bitter end wasn't hooked on, and it took off on you.
I did that first.
Yes. No, we're outside of Puerto Rico, not Costa Rica. Puerto Rico. Down in the Spanish Virgins. The Virgins between Puerto Rico and the U.S. Virgin Islands. Take a look out there. That's just the Caribbean Sea. Nothing for hundreds of miles. Beautiful blue water. And that's what I miss most about this area when I'm sailing Charleston or sailing a Chesapeake, which we get a lot of time in there, and it's just brown water. You can't see anything. You know, you maybe have a foot of visibility, if that, on a clear day. But out here, you know, you're looking at 100 feet visibility. You know, in salt water, so you're floating pretty good, clean. No boats, no people. Sort of one of those things. I enjoy being without the crowds and stuff. Did enough of that in Charleston. Been living in Charleston, working in Charleston for 2 full years now, 2 summers. Never really moved in. Been kind of homeless. I did move Crown Royal there for about just over a year and was sleeping on it, but that's very little though, because I was working all day and driving Uber and Lyft all night. Just keep busy, stay out of the bars as much as I could. But the family's still in Michigan. Made it kind of nice to do the Ubering. We ended up moving them to Florida now for the rest of the winter, and somewhere around April, gonna move them back, and then I'll be down here till probably May. I've got a couple other boats to work on. I've got one that got hit by lightning, 42 Island Packet, and I've got probably, I'm gonna end up probably with about $75,000 worth of damage on it that I've got to repair. So we got the first insurance claim in. They gave us a $40,000 upfront check to order some equipment, and we've got that all ordered and got most everything removed, and we're going to start installing stuff when I get back. Be up there back in, I think I'm going to be back there Monday. No, Saturday. I think I fly home Saturday. Well, home, back to Fort Myers. And then we'll go ahead and go from there. Should have my new spinnaker delivered by the time I get there. I just got a new spinnaker with a spinnaker sack on it. The other one we were flying and seemed a little bit small, so this one's 350 square feet more, so she should go over 2,000 square feet. Yeah, it's what sailing. Why do you need speed? That's what I hear all the time. If you're out there, you need to go and just enjoy it. Yep, Puerto Rico. Yep, really, very nice. Hey there, Michael. I heard you lost your cat. Hopefully you'll be getting a new one pretty soon. Remember, we're still available for deliveries. Not doing too many of them though, doing a lot of teaching. We're down here repeating part of your trip in that. We came out of Gerardo and we've been sailing the Spanish Virgins all week. Got a couple students aboard and we're on a nice little voyage catamaran. 50 foot, fully decked out. Compass Dive owns it, Doug, and he's getting ready to spend a few years on it, teaching dive and sailing. He's a dive master, and right now, until him and his wife get fully retired, he's entrusted it to us to keep it up in good shape and use it for training students and charters. So that's what we're doing. We've had it in U.S. Virgin Islands last year. And I took it back to Charleston, did an offshore training. It was July or August, somewhere around there. Had 3 students aboard and took them back. That little opening right there, that's where we're going in for the night. My crew doesn't know it yet. They just got their fishing lines out, and I'm gonna have to douse sail and head in. They don't know that yet. Yeah, they just kind of look surprised. True. See that opening?
Yeah.
That's where you said we're going tonight.
Oh wow, that's a tight fit.
Yeah, it's a tight fit.
Oh wow.
Yep.
It looks calm.
Yeah, it looks calm in there. So, let's roll up the sails and head in.
That was good.
That was quick.
Right.
You guys kept busy. Okay, well, enough for now, and Shirley, and we'll see you guys later. We'll try to bring some footage once we get inside. Looks like we got full signal. So, you guys take care. Love you. More videos on YouTube. We probably got this whole trip's been recorded at least once, twice a day, so probably about 10 videos total between Facebook and YouTube. We're going to try to keep everything up high definition on YouTube, and things getting out there. We'll take care. Bye for now.